Hello people, this time I've got my own personal family shower. Now it's a Triton Enrich. I've already got the screws out of it here, and then two underneath. Got water coming out of it. Let me take this off. So this is what well done with. So this is what's inside the shower. Now, what I've got to say is the issue that I had with this. In fact, let me just put this on. The issue that I had with this is put that in. Right, I don't know if that's in the right position, but what we'd normally do is put it onto high, turn it up so it was warm. So the warmer it gets, the slower the water comes out of here. That's where you connect your shower up to, your shower head. So the warmer you have your shower, it's still good, don't get me wrong, it's still a good flow, but the warmer you have it, the slower it comes out. And then you turn your temperature down so it's nice and cold, and it goes out. And you got three different settings on here. You've got your cold, you got your economy, and you've got your high, and then you stop. So that is basically it. You've got a power indicator up here, so that lights up when power's applied to it. So yeah, so the issue I was getting was this is your on and off button, this is your temperature selector. No matter what I did with that temperature selector, it didn't change the flow of the water. So it didn't get quicker or it didn't get slower. The temperature of the water wasn't changing at all. So it wasn't getting hot. It was just a constant cold feed-in temperature. So that was another issue. It was turning on and off. So I don't think it's the selector switch. Now, I've never been inside an electric shower before. Don't know what I'm doing with them. But I'm just gonna let me just get, there we go. So these showers, really good showers. What I have done is I bought another shower. We've had this one for about 3, 4, 5 years. I'm not sure, I'll be honest. Set that off. All that does, that's just your trim piece on the bottom there, so you can put your top back on, just so that you can do your so you can do all your connections like your gas. Shit, you know. So you can do your water connections and you can do your electrical connections as well. So what happens is the water comes in here. So your water goes in there. It then goes through this switch. I did know what that was called, but I don't know what it's called anymore. It goes through there. That's where you regulate your temperature. You've got, let me see what we've got in here. As you can see, there's a bit of still a bit of water in here. Let's see if I can get all that mopped up. Right, so what we've got here is that's where your shower connects to. That's where your shower hose connects to. That just goes into the bottom of your heating element, so that heats your water and then fires it out here. So your cold water goes in here. I haven't got a clue what's inside here. I'm just surmising now that your cold water goes in here, goes through there, gets heated up. The speed of which it goes through here is determined by here. So if you've got it on really cold, it'll fire through there pretty quick. If you've got it on hot, it'll go a lot slower, get heated up more, and then out. That's basically how the shower works. So with me not getting any hot water and the pressure of the water doesn't change, I'm suspecting this switch here. What I am going to do is take these out, take these connections out here. So they're off there. I'm gonna undo this. There we go. So I need to test if this is working. Now I think all the screws in here are stainless steel, so shouldn't get any rusty screws. Like, let me just see what that is. Right, so could be your solenoid valve, which is what this is. This is basically, that's connected in there, your mains pressure goes in there. That solenoid valve then says, right, that switch has been turned on, open that valve, let water through into the shower. Don't know if it is that or not, but we can do with testing it. So I will be testing that. The thing that I have noticed there is, you can see in the water inlet there's should be a gauze. It's like a little water filter. There's nothing in that. There's just an hole in it. Now, I am blowing through that and it's fine. So I need to put power into there, I guess, and see if that actually works, if that does anything. So I've just got that on there. I'm just going to plug that in now. Just see, I'm not sure. I mean, it's a bit rudimental. I'm just gonna. So I can hear it running. What I need to do is have it plugged in while I'm blowing through it and just make sure that air pressure goes through it. Let me see if I can do that without killing myself. I don't suggest you copy. So that's working. So that's working. What's that done? Right, so that's that tested. That's that fine. So, as far as I'm concerned, that's, excuse me. As far as I'm concerned, that solenoid valve's working because I'm applying pressure and I can blow through it and it goes flying out. So I'm fine. I'm happy with that. That's one thing less to worry about. So it's not that. Let me just mark these up. Red. I'm going to put red for positive. Right, so that's that out of the game. That's fine. The next one now is this valve assembly here. Let's take that out. Take that out. Now there is a latch on there. Why is that latch on there? Don't know why that latch is on there. Why is that? Well done, Mick. Right, let me go get something to mop this up with. Right, as long as my wife don't watch this, I'm alright. It's a quick way to get everything nice and dry. Right, so I'll be back. Right, so let's get rid of that a second because I've taken this out. Now then, what's that for, Mick? Don't know what that's for, do I? What would I do? Please. I'm going to put that on there, Nick. So that should be open really far. So if I blow through here and then turn, it should come out nice and it should blow out all right there. And then when I do that, it should restrict the air coming out of there. Which is fine. That's what it's doing. So I think that's working. Just, yeah. It's restricting the flow of water in. So I think that's working. Now then, is this the actual switch working? Now I believe the switch is working because it lights up. It does light up. Now why is that there? What's that? What's that for? That what I need to do is set the switch out and have a look at the switch. Make sure that's all working. Okay. Let me just make sure that that switch there is working. It sounds like it's working, but let's just do a continuity check on it, make sure that's working. It's working, right, so let's go on there, that's working. That's working. So that switch is fine. Okay, so I'm happy with that switch, that's fine. Don't know what goes on. Let me turn that off. Okay, more screws to undo. Oh, so that's a double switch there, isn't it? So what we've got to see now is this lot working? Right, so what is actually, got to find out now, is that plunger. What I'm going to do, so everything in there works. Right, so that's in the off position, I believe. So I believe that is alright. So I believe that this switch assembly is alright. Right. Right, so I think that plunger goes into there. Goes in there, that goes in there. Plunger goes in there. What does that do then? Don't actually know what that does. Right, I'm going to take this heating element out now. Let's see if I can figure anything out with that. So it could be the heating element side, or it could be this. Whatever that bit is there, that looks like a temperature thermal cutout fuse type of thing. Nip this off. Just for me, it's just a matter of testing each component, checking that it works. Not tell the wife again. So that's our heating element there. Excuse me. So this is a breakdown of the parts in that shower. Now, number 4. So I've got a number 2, which is the thermal cutout. And the heating element there. So what I'm going to do is take this out. So I'm going to take that screw out of there. Right, so I'm just going to test, I'm hoping I'm going to test this anyway. Alright. So if that goes on there, that's thermal cutout. So that's working fine, isn't it? So when it's pressed in, when it's in, let me just see if it actually does. Right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to go across that and that. Oh look, no, that's not working, Mick, is it? That was working a minute ago, Mick. Right, so that's not working. So what I'm going to do is get me, that's gone boost there. Is that working now? No. So when that comes off, so it could be that because that's not, because that's off now. And that's not doing, so it could be a faulty. Could be a faulty one of them, actually. Oh no, that's just clicked, that's just done. Yeah, so that's not allowing the power to go through. So it could be that, mate. Could be something as simple as that. Just see if I can get one of them. So what I've done is taken a couple of days to get here, but I have ordered another it's like thermal fused, I guess. So let's order another one of them. So that's come. So now I'm just going to be fitting it all back. The part number is 220123. 680. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to test. So that should work, that's fine, that. And as soon as it detects heat, too much heat, it'll switch off. Yeah. So this, that'll be set to I think it is 75 degrees. So if it gets above 75 degrees, it'll knock off. Anyway, so let's fit that. So that's where it goes. So what I'm going to do now, I've got new screws in here actually. There's the new screws that come with it. Like that. So the new screws are basically going here. So I'm going to take out. Where's them gone now? Come on, Nick. Let me go and get. Am I doing that? Yeah. Right. Let me zoom out. Let me zoom out. Let me go and get my screwdrivers. Anyway, just a different note. I've got this set of screwdrivers. It's a Weira set. Yeah, and it's I'm well chuffed with it. Dead nice. Anyway, that's what I'm going to use to sort these out. Is that the right? That's perfect. Right, so that shower now is ready to go again. So, like I say, that'll just be a spare now. This guard, it's not really a guard. It's removable because you've got loads of room to do your plumbing, do your electrical, and then you just put this it's like a cover. That just goes the correct way of it. In there, and in there. There we go. Screw it back down. You can't even see. There we go. So hopefully now it's a fully working shower again. Now, did that thermostat go because there's an issue with the heating elements? Just don't know. But that definitely went. I thought they were resettable as well then. So as you can see, that thermostat just sits on top of the heating with the water heater. Yeah. Then it gets too hot, that'll just pop up and it'll stop power then going to, it'll just it just stops power going to your switch, it'll just knock it all off. And then it'll shut your valve, your water valve. So yeah, that's the shower. All up and running again. So all I've got to do now is got them screws somewhere. There's two there, and there's two underneath. So yeah, that's my shower back up and running. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll be back soon.